Hi, I'm David Nelson, CEO at Adsotech. If you work with SAP, you already know how often missing or incorrect data causes delays, rework, and frustration in day-to-day operations. What's interesting is that most organizations understand the importance of data quality, but still struggle because it's hard to see the real issues and even harder to fix them quickly. Today, I want to show you a simple concept we call fast fix. A practical way for business users and citizen developers to identify and fix data issues without waiting months for IT. Fast Fix is not a single product, it's a concept built from three parts. Precisely Data 360, used to extract and analyze SAP data. Pre-built Fast Fix data checks from Adsotech, designed to identify missing, incorrect, or inconsistent data. And Precisely Automate Studio, used to safely update SAP data using Excel. The idea is simple. Find the problem, understand the pattern, and fix the data fast. Before we jump into the demo, it's important to understand what Fast Fix does behind the scenes. On the left-hand side, you have raw data sources, typically SAP ECC or S/4HANA. But this can also include CRMs, PIMs, PLMs, databases, or even Excel files. All of that data is brought into Data 360 Analyze. This is where the real work happens. Data 360 profiles the data, harmonizes formats, and applies rules to identify missing fields, inconsistencies, duplicates, and patterns in the data. This is also where we identify what normal looks like. So we use the data itself to understand which values and combinations occur most often. Once the issues are identified, the results are prepared for fixing, and that's where Automate Studio comes in. Automate Studio uses Excel as a controlled interface to safely validate and update SAP data, whether you're running ECC or S/4HANA. So Fast Fix essentially connects analysis and correction into one simple flow. In our demo environment, we've designed the Excel to act like a simple dashboard. It's a single Excel file where Automate Studio sheets are embedded, and those sheets are automatically populated when the Fast Fix runs. From this view, you can immediately see how many records were analyzed, how data issues have improved or reappeared over time, a simple data health score, and some buttons that either open Data 360 or take you straight to the correct sheet for fixing the data. Excel isn't used for analysis here. It's used as a controlled action layer, guiding the user directly to the data that needs attention. And of course, it doesn't have to look like this. The output can be styled however you want it to, or pushed into a separate reporting or analytics tool, including Precisely's data governance and data catalog solutions. When I open the Fast Fix node, what you're actually seeing behind it is a set of pre-built data flows. We've intentionally put the complexity behind the node so the end user doesn't need to understand or touch the data flows themselves. From the end user's point of view, they simply run the Fast Fix node and it automatically pulls the data, applies the rules, and populates the Excel with the specific data inaccuracies they're looking for. The reason we've pre-built this is simple. Many customers are facing very similar SAP data issues. So instead of starting from scratch every time, we've turned that experience into ready-made Fast Fix data checks. During setup, we'll only make small tweaks to adapt them to your business rules, giving you a fast start and value from day one. But that doesn't mean that you're locked in to these data checks. You can build your own data checks from scratch or copy and extend the ones we've delivered as your needs evolve. An important part of Fast Fix isn't just finding bad data, it's understanding what the data should look like. To do that, we use the histogram node, which are really easy to add into the Data 360 data flow. Let's start with a simple example. We begin with a basic rule. Show materials where the delivery plant is missing for a specific sales organization. In this example, we see 86 records where the delivery plant is empty and around 1,900 records where it's filled correctly. But in SAP, data issues are rarely about just one field. They're usually about a combination of fields. So we add more fields, such as the item category group and the material pricing group. Immediately, the histogram shows us which combinations occur most often and which records are clear outliers. In this case, around 90 to 95% of materials follow the same pattern. This tells us what normal looks like. We also spot additional issues, for example, materials where the delivery plant exists, but the pricing group is missing or inconsistent. By extending the rule, we now catch both types of issues, not just the obvious ones. Instead of guessing what the correct values should be, we let the data tell us. Once the records are identified, fixing them is straightforward. The Data 360 data flow will automatically populate the Excel, and from Excel, we open the Automate Studio Excel add-in and log into SAP. We have an embedded Studio script which allows us to validate and then load the data into SAP using your own credentials. No custom development, no manual rework, no waiting on IT. Fast Fix is the first step in a data quality journey. You start by fixing today's issues, then introduce rules and automation to prevent data quality problems from coming back and returning, and finally add governance, add data enrichment and monitoring for long-term control. Adsotech supports this entire journey with solutions designed to help you at each stage. Fast Fix helps create momentum, and once you have momentum, building sustainable data quality practices becomes much easier. Thank you for listening.